We will talk about algebraic expressions today. Now, this is our fifth topic. Now, first of all, we will understand what we are going to have in math. So, we can have numbers in math. We can have numbers in math. 1, 2, 3, something like that. Also, we can have letters. We can have letters in math. You can say A, B, C, P, Q, something like that. Also, we can have operators in math. Also, we have operators in math. What are the operators? So, there are many complicated operators in math, but for this lesson, we will have arithmetic operators like plus, minus, multiplication, division. So, these are arithmetic operators, right? Right. So, also in math, we have another important property we call a bracket. Bracket is a very important property. Bracketing. What is a bracket? So, when you have a bracket here, by default you have a multiplication in front, right? So, this multiplication is multiplication. So, you have multiplication in front. Now, bracketing means grouping. Okay. Bracketing means grouping. So, I will give some examples. So, these are the important things inside this topic, algebraic expression. So, now we will understand how to make expression, right? So, you can make expressions by combining letters, numbers and operators and brackets also, right? For example, a plus 1, right? A plus 1. So, if you look into a plus 1, a is a letter, operator, 1 is a number. So, this is expression. So, if you want, you can write a plus 1 inside the bracket as well. So, what do you mean by inside the bracket? So, you are going to group it. You consider these two as a group, right? So, that I will explain in this way. Now, I am going to make it little bigger here, a plus 1. Suppose you are looking at this a plus 1 from the outside. You are looking at a plus 1 from inside. So, if you are looking at a plus 1 from inside, this guy can see 2 terms, right? So, this guy can see 2 terms here. But if you are looking at this group from outside, you can see one group here. So, you can see one group here. This guy can see 2 terms here. 2 terms here, this guy can see one group here. But if this guy is going to look at outside, yes, of course, this guy can see 2 terms here, right? So, bracket is important to group this. You can put as many as numbers or letters or whatever, and you can group it, right? So, that's the idea, okay? So, think about grouping like you're going somewhere and then you're going to a bus, right? Inside the bus, you will have 20 passengers, right? So, the bus is the group. So, the bus is moving means the group is moving. All 20 passengers are moving with it. Now, but every passenger is a independent term, you can call it, right? I hope you understand this concept, right? Now, let's try to look at mathematical terms. Mathematical terms, right? Now, I am going to take few examples here. X plus y, xy, xy plus p, xy plus pq plus 1, xy divided by p minus 3 xy pq. Okay, that's enough. Now in here, how many terms are there? Terms are differentiated by plus or minus. Terms are differentiated by plus or minus, remember. So how many terms are there? 2 terms are there. Here there is a multiplication. How many terms are there? Only 1. Here this is a 1 term, this is a second one, 2 terms there. So this is the confusing part, right? So there is a multiplication, so you consider that as a single term. So here 1, 2, 3, 3 terms are there. Here multiplication, division, single term, 1, 2, 2 terms are there. Now look at this, all multiplicative to each other, so it's just 1 term, right? So now I'm going to teach you another concept, squaring math expressions. Squaring math expressions. Right. So first of all, x is a math expression, and then if I say x squared, it is just x squared. So the meaning of this one is x times x. Simple. Most simplest. Then if I get x plus 1 squared, the meaning of this one is x plus 1, x plus 1, right? So that would be, term by term multiplication. So if you do that, you get x squared plus x plus x plus 1, right? You understand this, x squared plus x plus x plus 1. So you get that one. So this you can simplify further, which is x squared. You get like terms over here. So it's going to be 2x plus 1. Okay? You get 2x, x squared, 2x plus 1. Now, I'm going to generalize this in here. So you can use this in any format, right? So that generalization. Right? Generalization. So generalization is this. If you have a plus b, squared, right? So how do you do this one? Go with your basics. A plus b times a plus b. That is a multiplication. Now, if you go term by term, a times a is a squared. A times b is going to be ab. Then b times a is going to be ba. B times b is going to be b squared. Okay? So, now there is a important thing here, AB, BA. Let's try to understand that. What is AB, BA? So we have to understand that 5 multiplied by 3 is equal to 3 multiplied by 5. Right? There is no difference between those two. Similarly, PQ is QP, same thing. Then AB is going to be BA, same thing. So this one, now nothing but AB plus AB, AB plus AB. So very important, fundamental thing. Now you can have here, right? You can have a squared. This is going to be plus 2ab right, plus b squared. So moving forward, you have to remember, if you have something like x plus y squared, straight away you should be able to write x squared plus 2xy plus y squared. Or sometimes you can switch the terms. It is valid x squared plus y squared plus 2 times xy. So 2 times xy means 2 times xy, these two, right? So very important thing.